I just wanted to call a house meeting real quick because obviously talked to Josh. He's doing this campaigning. And I think it's just better to just air everything out as a house instead of individually talking one at a time and telling people different things, maybe the same things, maybe things that are true, false. I'm a straight shooter, so I just want to know straight up, okay? So, first thing, like, my name's been thrown out by a lot of people, okay? If you've thrown out my name directly and you wanted me on the block this week, can you raise your hand?
I said it as a pawn.
Okay,
I did say that.
okay, awesome.
But I said it like as a pawn, like if you want somebody to go home,
Right,
your best bet is to put him next to Jed because no one is going to say Jed's name.
right,
And that can be confirmed. That's what I said.
sweet. Okay, perfect. Okay, what else?
And I'll also say, like, I spoke to Kyle and Roe about the idea of me not wanting to be against Roe and saying maybe I should talk to Austin about putting up a strong player.
Said it to me too.
I said to you in the kitchen, I said, do you want to talk? And then you said yes. And then I thought about it and I was like, I'm not going to sway anything.
did
I
say
said
it.
to you.
You did say
I
it.
said to you, no, I did not.
Like, do I think you should put up a big physical threat this week? Totally.
No, I said it would be cool to see your claws come out, but I'm not going to say, I didn't say a single name to you.
Okay, yeah, credible.
When there's only
Credible.
3 people, it doesn't.
So, like, if
don't
you
have to
say
say
physical
name.
threat, like, who are you talking about, though?
I mean, you're not on the block, so obviously you know where I stand on
Right,
this.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, by telling me that, like, Austin is gunning for me. and
Well, when
that-
I spoke to Austin and I went through my pros and cons of everybody, when I said your pros and cons, she did say, we don't have the votes to get him out yet. Did you?
I did not.
Yeah,
I don't
you
talk
did.
game with you, Josh, because no one believes anything you say.
No, it was in the pros and cons conversation. You straight
You only
up said
gave me
those
cons
words.
really for yourself.
I gave you
You
pros and
gave
cons
me cons for yourself.
everybody.
Your thing was big physical threat. I'm like, yeah, don't think he would go this week. And you're like, that's true.
You said
He's-
we don't have the numbers yet.
Well, obviously.
Okay.
You're not on the block
Yeah.
2 times from me.
And then
as
can we
usual.
also air out Roe coming up to me and saying I should win in the POV competition and then we could backdoor Jed?
Okay, what is it? Are we?
Where are the lies?
Are we?
No, I'm straight
Hold
up.
on, though. Hold on.
And then I chose Tina to play again.
Josh, are we Pretty Boys 2.0 or me, Ro, going after Jed? Which one?
No, which one is it?
I'm not saying, like, you
No,
said
but which
those
one?
words
Which
to
one?
me.
What are you talking about?
And then I
Why
said,
would I want
let's-
you to win the POV?
Pardon?
Why would I want you to win the POV?
No, for you to play in the POV.
Josh, you've thrown us under the bus 5 times.
and
Why
then
the
throw
fuck
Jed
would we want
to
to keep you in the
backdoor Jed.
game?
Okay, if I said that to you, then you had house guest choice. Why didn't you pick me to play in the POV? If you
Because
wanted
that's
that to
not what I
happen?
wanted to do. I
What?
chose Tina.
There's the tea.
Then you would have just picked me if I was going to take you down off the block.
Or me?
I chose Tina because I'm feeling alone in the game, so I just want to win for myself.
Well,
But
I
if
don't
Roe's
understand.
gonna
Those are just two
backdoor Jed,
conflicting
why would you not
statements.
pick him?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just pick me then? If I was going to backdoor Jed, take you off.
Great question.
Well, because you brought it up in the night, and then we didn't talk about it, and then in the morning I said, do you want to talk about what you brought up last night? You said, not yet, and then we got pulled into choosing the POV.
This makes some sense.
I don't know if this makes sense to anybody else. Then you would have just picked me as house guest choice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I didn't want to do that, so I didn't choose you as house guest choice.
Then why even bring it up? Why would you bring that up in conversation then? Like, why would you tell
Because
people
you're
that I
trying to
would take
pin
you off?
everything against me.
Obviously, everybody knows worst case scenario for me would be Josh coming off the block, right?
No, if you won POV, and took me off, you're also safe.
No, well, why would I want to do that? Why would I win POV, take you off the block when you've excluded yourself from the entire house? Then, okay, you and I stay, but then next week I'm going on the block because I took you off the block. Why would I do something like that to myself? It just doesn't make sense, right?
Because there are alliances forming, and you want to start taking out other players.
Just like there
so
was
tell-
alliances forming day
Hold on,
3.
tell us which alliances are forming then. Just call them all out because you obviously know where all the alliances are. Because
You're too smart for this game.
Just call them all out then, because it just doesn't make sense what you're saying. They conflict.
Okay.
The only thing I really want to know is, like, with the Pretty Boys 2.0.
I don't think that's a thing.
Okay, but
that was-
But so who brought it up? Who thought of it first?
I asked Austin if she was seeing it too, and she said yes.
I was in the room. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
She was literally in the
She
room.
came into the room after
3
you and
seconds into
no,
our
you and I
conversation,
were talking.
and you said, I saw
You and
Jen,
I were talking.
Ty, Ro, and Kyle
No,
sitting
the plan
outside,
was-
and it sounds like a Pretty Boys 2.0.
You said I'm starting
And
to
I
see
said-
it too.
And I said, yeah,
and then
that
Beth
makes sense.
Came, no, and then our plan.
And then Beth
you
came
were
in,
going to
and you
go
said the same
talk
thing to Beth.
Brayden and Beth.
That was not the plan.
That was the plan.
Josh. This is
Austin.
endless lies.
Okay.
Literally. You were in the room and he said the exact same thing to you, did he not?
I asked you because I said, oh, we might as well ask Beth right now.
And then you asked her, but you're the one who were coming up with this thing, and no one else believed it.
So did she thank you when you didn't throw her under the bus for coming up with it?
Yeah.
I did not come
Yeah,
up
you
with
did.
it. I did not
No,
come
we
up
were
with
sitting
it.
there when I was going through pros and cons, and I said, I didn't say your name when that whole thing came out, and you thanked me for it. You
I-
thanked me for it.
I did not
And you're
create
looking
Pretty
me in the
Boys
eyes and
2.0.
say you didn't.
Listen, Josh, when you said, oh, I never brought up your name in terms of talking to people, I said, that's cool, thanks. Nothing about the Pretty Boys 2.0. That was all you, and you know it. You know it.
You were in the conversation with me.
You called me in trying
I
to
didn't-
spin more of your lies. Beth came in 2 minutes later. You told her the exact same thing.
The thing
and you
we
came
had
and you told
spoken
everyone
about.
the same
the
thing.
thing we had spoken about, Austin.
What thing?
Why are you on the block then if we're so tight?
Because you want me gone because I'm the easiest person to put on the block.
Yeah.
I'm the obvious outcast in this house.
Because you're doing it
how did that
yourself,
happen?
though.
And how did that
I know,
happen?
I had a meltdown. Like, I will fully acknowledge that.
And the fact that I comforted you and I told you I hope people see where you're coming from in terms of that, and you're turning around and doing this, that's slimy.
Well, yeah, who else?
That's
Everyone wants to
slimy.
know where everyone's head's at. You're the only person that I could go after. You put me up on the block. This
So
is a
you
game.
just
That's
blatantly lie. Blatantly.
what. Okay.
So if you
You've
were to
lied to
stay,
too many
if you were to
people.
stay, it would be Austin.
Yeah.
Like you'd be gunning for her.
Yes.
And who else?
I would ask the house who they think is the best pawn to go up against Austin.
Sorry, why would you be going after Austin?
Because I'm on the block because of
Because
her.
she put you up. That's the only reason?
And because she let me take the entire fall.
For the
I
Pretty Boy
did not
2.0.
create any of that. That was all you,
Mm-hmm. No,
Josh.
you let me take the entire fall.
And you deserve the entire
I
fall.
started the conversation with
Did
you,
I
and
go
you
to
continued.
anyone else and say anything about Pretty Boys?
It all
2.0?
happened
Did
very
I say
fast.
anything?
No, Julie's the one that told me.
Same. Julie's the one that told me as well.
Yeah. Let me think.
Wait, you got to use 2 fingers. There you go.
You were in the room.
Beth came in
Regardless.
seconds later. You had the same conversation with her.
You were in the room.
And if the Pretty Boys are a thing, and I
I don't
actually
think they are.
conjured that up,
But it's pretty.
then why wouldn't one of them be on the block? Why? That
One of
makes
them
no
is on the
sense.
block.
Well, yeah,
Only
because
to
one
get
of the
you out.
nominees.
But it's pretty convenient that once nobody believed Pretty Boys, then you try to turn it internally against each other.
Two of
Now
them are on
Ro is
the
trying
other
to get
side
out
of the
Jed.
house.
Nobody believes that Ro and Jed are working together. So now Ro is trying to get out Jed.
Because what he did is he created this big picture of Pretty Boys 2.0, and he figured out that's not going to work. So what he's trying to do now is make Pretty Boys 2.0 go at each
If
other
that's
because
what-
that's his only feasible plan that he stays.
And if I created, why wouldn't I put
Obviously.
you two up on the block from the beginning and
she
hope
could
one
have
of you doesn't?
exactly. She
Or
could
why
have
would you
put
just
up
put him
on
up
You
as a
knew you didn't have the
replacement?
numbers. you knew it wasn't time
she
to
could-
split the house.
Or she could have just put up Jed as a replacement
Exactly.
nominee.
That's what I'm
and-
saying.
And said,
And
guys,
done
remember
exactly
that thing
what
I
he's saying.
conjured up? Let's get him out.
Yeah, like the only reason I don't believe you is because, like, you told me that multiple people have said my name many times. So technically, she would have the numbers to get me out this week.
Absolutely.
Josh, have I ever said Jed's name to you?
No.
Nice.
So,
Kyle, you have not said Jed's name.
but he just told me that you did.
No, you were in the room when Ro and I had the conversation. That was my thought of like going against a big person.
First of all, it wasn't a conversation. It was you talking.
Okay.
It wasn't. I wouldn't call that a conversation.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So I was in the room when Ro said he wants to pull you off the block and to block
No,
Jed.
not that conversation. That was alone in the room.
And I just told Jed that outside. I said, Josh came up to me and he said he's going to go up to Austin and try to get you on the block. That's exactly what you said in that
you did that.
conversation.
You did that before, and then I never went up to Austin and had that conversation.
No,
Austin just said, you
told
tossed
me-
his name
Austin- right before the ceremony, you told her to put me on the block.
I did not come up to you and say put
Didn't
Jed
you
on
also
the
say at
block.
the beginning that you said that you were scared to
You,
go
if,
against Rose
honestly,
to
if
put
y'all
up Jed?
don't
to put up
think
Jed?
these four are now potentially talking
Isn't that what you said at the
game,
very beginning?
It's very easy to go 4 against 1 here. And if you guys honestly think that one person working alone have had one conversation since literally laying low, everybody in this house knows I said, I'm laying low. I'm not having any conversations since, well, I don't know what day it is.
But it is one conversation, but the only issue with that one
You're
conversation.
the only person I've spoken to.
Right, but
spoke to
within
Vic.
that conversation,
You spoke to Vic.
so many
What did he
names were
say
brought
to
up,
you?
you know? So it's just like,
Just that he
it'd be
had
stupid of me to
PSGO.
not air it out.
That- no, I appreciate you
If there's
airing it
8
out.
people targeting me, I need to know. And I'm going to ask everybody right to their face.
You honestly don't think people see you
I
as a
think
threat
people
in
see
this
me as a
game?
target, but I think there's a time and a place, and I don't think that they're gunning for me right now. I'm gunning for everybody. This is a
Yeah.
one-winner game. Everyone's gunning for everyone.
Everybody's a target.
Everyone's a target. But if I hear that people are directly saying, let's get Jed right now, let's get Jed right now, after I've had meaningful conversations with people, then that is a blatant
Yeah.
lie to my face. So that's what I want to know. I'd rather, like Ty
Well-
says, tell me straight up. So
Okay.
if that's the case, I want to air it out with everybody.
If you,
Clearly, no one says that they have said my name right now. My name's gonna be said eventually.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to air that out because our one conversation literally pinned me against everyone. So I just want to know if that was a lie or not. Because if I know that people that
it did not pin you against everyone.
there was like a lot of names of people that
No.
like the boys are just being cool to you because they're manipulating you.
Yeah, I think that's true.
So you did.
Does,
so you
does
did.
he
say,
look
so
like
I did
someone
say
that
your
we
name?
could manipulate? I
This
mean,
makes
like,
no
it
sense.
just doesn't. It
Josh,
just
so I
doesn't
did
add
say his
up.
name, or I didn't see you because you
did
just
not
told me
say
I
his
didn't.
name.
Well, you just agreed.
No, I
that-
did. I said you were in the room. He asked me if Kyle was in the room.
Yeah, but he just asked you if me and Ro, the boys, said that we were just playing him to manipulate him, and you just answered yes. 5 minutes ago,
No,
you
I
just told me I
said,
never
I
said
think
his
some
name.
people are playing into
Okay, so you think. Again, it's your thinking. How good did that work out for Pretty Boys 2.0?
I just want to know if it's like true or not. Like the stuff you're saying about literally
Ro coming up to
these
me.
4 right here being in an alliance.
I don't
gunning
know.
for
I
me.
said I don't know.
Well,
That's
he
what
made
it's
another
looking
alliance,
like.
Pretty Boys. Now this is another alliance, so I'm sure you guys are all in an alliance. Like
No.
everyone's in an alliance.
Well, and also, I just keep coming back to this point. If we 4 were in an alliance, Jed would be on the block right now. Like, why wouldn't he
Yeah, like,
be
why
on
would
the
you put
block?
her own
Depends when it
alliance member on the
formed.
block?
Why would I
Depends
risk
when
him?
it formed.
Why would I
Why
risk
would she put
him?
her own alliance member on the block and maybe there's a
Is this
chance I go home?
speculation again, or is you have stuff? Is it straight speculation?
Yeah, like what are you basing it off of? Like what are your facts?
I did
Like,
not
what
say
are you hearing or
100%
seeing?
to you, Jed. I said I noticed them hanging out more.
But we're all hanging out with each other.
Dude, we had a 7-game series of pool, and we were hanging out over there, and there's an alliance there. We have
Because
a
me, Austin, and
conversation,
Braden
and there's an
stretched
alliance
today, or
there.
what?
I've talked with Tara, I've talked with Tina, I've talked with Latoya, I've talked with Beth.
I don't
we
talk
have
to
an
her.
alliance now. I hate her, but like I still talk to her.
Yeah, I don't talk to Ro.
Do we have an alliance now because
I
I
just
hung out with them for
understand.
15 minutes in Expedia?
How do you
Like,
say that?
where's the logic coming from?
Oh, I'm scared to go up against Jed.
I get
or I'm
Big
scared to go up
Brother, like,
against
is that
Rob.
what's
Yeah, I
going
get
on?
the
It's Big
game.
Brother and
I
you're
get the
just
game
playing,
aspect
of
right?
Jed.
Like you're playing the game.
I'm just being nice to everybody, talking about personal lives. Like my conversations are not even entirely about game. Like I'm just trying to find out more about people, like where they're from,
also-
like their family.
also your
shit like
birthday
that. It was
yesterday.
my birthday yesterday. Like I'm just fucking talking.
It's also weird to me, Josh. Like this morning when I was doing whatever in the bathroom, you said you were gonna do something. I said, "Do whatever you want. It's your game." And you said, "Don't worry. I'll keep your name
did-
out of it." Was that not your exact
He
words?
asked me if you
I
were
said, "Do
in the
whatever you
room,"
want.
and I said yes. That's all I said about you.
But now I'm in another alliance.
I didn't ask if he's in the room. I didn't know if he's in the room.
No, you asked me.
No, I
was
said,
Kyle
did you
there?
talk? No, I said, did you talk to Kyle?
And I said he
Because
was in the
Kyle
room.
had said.
No,
that
I
you guys
didn't.
had spoken
I
in
said
the OLG
Kyle was
room.
in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said that he agreed with what was being said. Which was
No, I
me.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Then
So-
why wouldn't-
so
why wouldn't
it
It
Kyle
was
spoken
me
up in that
talking, and
conversation
then I realized
No,
that it
way
was
back on what he said.
not a feasible thought.
So who was in the room?
It was me, Ro, and Kyle.
So was Rose saying my name?
Not in that conversation. The conversation of him thinking to backdoor you was in the bedroom.
I'm so confused.
So what is the convo you had with them two in the OLG room?
That was pre-nominations.
About
That was me saying I don't want to go up against you, Ro.
This is what happened. He pulled Kyle and I into OLG.
I was already in there. Disclaimer.
Kyle was already in there. He's like, I want to talk to you and Kyle. I was like, about what? He's just like, just come in, let's talk. And he talked the entire time. I didn't say a word. Kyle didn't say a word. And he's like, I'm going to go up to Austin and I'm going to pitch that she put up this big physical threat.
I did not say
And he
big
made it very
physical
obvious
threat.
that it was you that he was talking about.
You said
I
make a
didn't-
big move, and there's
Yeah.
only 2 other people other than Ro that it could
Yeah.
be.
And so
3 other people.
I didn't say anything in that conversation. I was just like, do whatever you want to do. But then I went to Austin and we had a conversation about me going on the block, and I never even told Austin to put you on the block. I just said, yeah, okay, if you want to put me on the block, you feel safe with that, you go ahead and do it. I'll take one for the team. That is the exact conversation, and anyone can ask Austin that.
And I
she'll
told
say the
you
exact
as
same
well,
thing.
I said I wouldn't want to risk putting someone like Jed up because he is a big physical guy. I don't want there to be any potential for that. So let's do this.
Exactly. And I didn't even push back on Austin. I was just like,
He's like, got it, totally.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly what happened. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
It's this other conversation with him.
Okay. That's the game you want to play. Okay.
Dude, you can't criticize my game. I mean, look what you've done to yourself. You've exiled yourself. You're on an island right now because of what you did on day 3, and you're doing it again on day 11. You're telling all these lies. You're getting tangled in this web because none of the lies add
okay.
up. You know what I mean? If you're gonna tell lies, if you want to put Austin or myself under the bus, you can do that. But make sure they all connect at the end of the day, and that would make you smarter than everybody else in here.
I do not think I'm smarter than everybody else in here.
Didn't he say that to someone?
No, I said I think I'm very smart. I think I said I'm too smart, and think too many things. That's what I said.
Well, that wouldn't make any sense then, would it?
No, I go on a lot of different thoughts.
Well, then you could process your thoughts before they come out of your mouth, then, right? If you were smart.
That's true.
Right.
So like, what is the main reason? Like, what would benefit the house with you staying over Roe? Because we know that there's gonna be individual conversations going on over the next day, and I just don't want it to be hopping from lie to lie to lie to lie. So is there something that you can say that is a clear point as to why Roe should go instead of you, other than pinning us all against him?
He's a better player than me.
So how are you gonna get me out?
But how is he? You even asked me. You said.
Great question.
You said at the end of the game, if it was me and you, would you beat me? Or if it was you and me and Roe, would I beat Roe? If you stay this week, you would beat me.
That's not true.
You have done more than I have. You flipped the house twice. What the fuck has Roe done?
He's playing a very good social game.
How is he playing a good social game? You're just talking to people.
He's on the block.
That's the social game.
But he's on the block.
He's on the block. There was two other people.
There's minimal people.
There was 2 other people.
Yeah, obviously, Latoya and Brayden are not on the block right now. Jed's not on the
Brayden
block
is her
right now.
best friend.
That's a good social game, isn't it?
Latoya.
He's developed a good relationship.
Austin was just being-
There's no justification
Okay.
for what you're saying right now.
Okay.
If I'm playing the best social game, then how am I one of 4 people that just happen to end up on the block as a replacement?
Also, why is she put up by her alliance member?
And why would she
That's
put
what
up
I
her
don't
alliance
understand.
member? And if we were in an alliance trying to get him out specifically, why not just do it right now?
Okay.
But why? But no, seriously, why would she put up an alliance member in your mind
Instead of getting my target
instead of
out.
getting her target out?
I don't think he was a target this week. I think I was the target.
You're
this
making
week.
it very
But why
clear
put up
that
her
Jed's the
alliance
target.
member to piss him off? Why put up her alliance member and piss off her alliance member?
Makes no sense.
Okay.
All right, guys, I think we got it. Let's stop grilling them. We got it.
Okay, that's what
Let's
you
leave
guys
them.
think.
Let's leave them alone. I think we understand. It's
If
not-
that's what y'all think, that's fine.
No, I'm not even grilling you. I'm just asking why would someone put up an alliance member?
If that's what you.
No answer? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's consensus. Josh, I think you're going home this week. There's, we don't all need to sit here and grill them.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify a few points because, obviously, I'm on the block next to him, so I need to make sure this all comes out. You're clear on everything,
Okay.
and you are clear on everything because that's important too.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you. Class adjourned.
Oh, sorry.
Appreciate it.
Sorry, Brent.
Okay. For me.
Tammy. Now I feel sick.
I'm sending some slide after that shit.
Hey, if you're making some, I'm in. I will hold off on the salmon.
Ludicrous.
You handled that really good, Oz.
That was so dumb.
That was crazy. You handled that so good. Yeah, you handled that so good.
I'm fuming, but I wanted to keep it down.
Yeah,
I'm fuming.
you did really good.
You killed that, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking fuming.
It's all right. It's okay. He's going.
I'm fuming.
Big.